What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Compound, Bitcoin Cash, and Solana today. The usual suspects, of course. Compound comes to us at the request of Mr. John Speed, Solana for MAR BV, and BCH for MAR BV as well. Let's get into this. If you'd like to leave a like and subscribe, that's much appreciated. If you have any cryptos, stocks, commodities that you'd like to request for me to do some technical analysis on, if I can chart it, I will chart it. Feel free to leave that in the comments. Join the Discord if you'd like to leave requests there as well. I do see to requests within the same day most of the time. If not, it's because I'm doing something or because I'm busy or I don't have enough time. Any of those options will do. But without any more of that, let's get into this. John Speed. No, not John Speed. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on BCH. We're talking about Compound first. Sorry. Compound. We'll move on. We'll get to BCH. We're going to talk about Compound first. Let's see here. Yeah. So I know a lot of people were excited about today. It is exciting. It's nice. I love seeing a day like this when most cryptos aren't exciting. Compound's moving up 11%, but bullish engulfing candle for sure. Nice volume. Like to see it. You are above the 50. It's looking constructive. But again, I think what you're doing right now is you're winding. You're winding up, right? You can, as you've gone up, you can absolutely come back down and then come back up, right? We're slowly winding, incrementally getting higher lows and higher highs. Yes, this was a lower low in relativity here, relative time frames, but all in all, it's a higher low. We're winding up. We are very, very near breaking out of this zone, right? We're very close to it, but I think as we move up higher, maybe we move up to 63 cents again and then move back down. I very much would think that, we're at 57.5 right now. I very much would think that seeing prices below $50 is absolutely possible before the breakout. So I don't know if we're ready to break out yet. I would love it if we were. This week does have 18 hours, 25 minutes left in it. If we can close this week with a bullish engulfing candle, that'd be great. But here's the deal. Bullish engulfing candle here, then we had a bearish engulfing candle, then we had a bullish engulfing candle, then we moved all the way up, but then we came back down and closed with the gravestone doji and fell down, engulfing this whole range. Now we're engulfing that candle. Like, it's ping-ponging, man. That's the term I like to use. It's doing that. And I do think that just like this time how you were ping-ponging and you broke out to the downside, we're going to get that same kind of reaction, but to the upside. Are we ready to break out now? Maybe. Is it going to be a week from now? Is it going to be a month from now? Maybe. I'm kind of thinking that it'll be toward the end of January, if not sometime in February, that we'll see this positive reaction that we've all been patiently waiting for this thing to just break out and go to the promised land. Where is the promised land, by the way? I'll tell you where it is. I promise you. No, I can't promise you, but I'm fairly positive we're going to see prices above $100 on this breakout. And we're making moves, making strides in a very short amount of time, all the way up to the $235 to $304 area. I would think closer to $300 personally. And with how long we've been accumulating for, I would think it's going to be very swift. I don't think that we're going to stop here. If we do stop here, we might find some turbulence along the way. But it's going to be very, very swift all the way up to that land of 235 or higher, and probably closer to 300 is what I'm thinking. So patience will reward those who are patient. But for now, down. I just ate some chocolate, so I was making sure I didn't have chocolate in my teeth. All right, anyways, that's Compound. Probably accumulating more. I doubt that it moves up. Yeah, I'm not too convinced. Still a lower high. And in fact, actually, before we move on, from top here to this nice little temporary double bottom, sure, you are right in the 61869 zone. So pulling back all the way down to $52, and again, just below the 382 is very common. So you could even go, again, below $50, maybe even all the way down to like $49 or lower. Wouldn't have me concerned at all. Just like this, as exciting as it may seem, it doesn't really have me excited personally. I'll be excited when we have a week that closes above $63. Yes, let's really get it to close like above $63.50. But that's Compound. Let's move on. Wait. Yes. Okay. Let's move on. Bitcoin Cash. Love Bitcoin Cash. Shout out to the Dragon Riders. Shout out to the House of the Dragon. Let's get this thing, man. Looking at it right now, things are looking productive. It's definitely resilient against Bitcoin and against this drop right now. Things are looking good. Very neutral though. We've been in the same price range, I mean, since October, man. Since September, like truthfully. We haven't done anything with it. We are showing signs that we want to break out to the upside, I think. But with that in mind, we absolutely could move down first. We don't have the steam. We don't have the power as of right now to do that. We've been trying, but we just can't. So what's a good thing to get that power, to get that energy, to load up, if you will, before moving higher, would be a nice little dumperoo and then a pumperoo. And moving down like that, getting a higher low would be a nice signal that you are ready to go up higher. It would shake out some of the weak hands that have bought here that might think they can play it smart. They might sell and think that they could catch it at a lower price, or they might sell because they think, oh no, we're going to go way lower. And then the big boys buy it up down there. The strong hands hold all the way through it, and then we're all rewarded with a massive break again, just like Compound. But this one would take us, instead of up to $300, this one would take us up to like $400 to $500 to $600, man. Top to bottom here. $400 is your minimum price target. $500 is the 1618, and you even have a deep extension at $611. Absolutely, you could go past that. Deeper extensions do happen. They're just not as common. And on something as significant as this price range, I don't know if I would personally expect that. But sadly, we had a week that closed above the 618 only to be met with a week that closed below it. So if we close above it again, that would be great. But we're kind of disrespecting the 618 at a certain point. Like, basically, we've been disrespecting it now, so I don't really know if it matters so much, right? Like, the past few weeks, really, like this whole time, if you really think about it, we've been disrespecting it. Maybe holding it as resistance, but holding support on the 382. It is a positive look nonetheless, but again, it really wouldn't surprise me if we saw prices between $190 to $210, probably below $200 if I really had to guess. It doesn't have to happen. I would happily be wrong about that. I would love this thing to just break out and go to the upside, but we do have an impending drop with Bitcoin and the rest of crypto, so I would think that this thing drops with it. Now, what could happen is we break out. Bitcoin might be like messing around in the beginning of next week or something, or like for the rest of the weekend. You know, when Bitcoin moves sideways, that gives all coins, Bitcoin Cash included, the opportunity to break away. Maybe it breaks away first, and then Bitcoin drops, and it pulls back, you know, something like that, and then we move up. Maybe that pullback happens after we break out. But if it doesn't, if we don't break out first, I very much would think that $190 to $200 range is very much at play. So just be aware of that. Don't get shaken out. Unfortunately, if the price goes down here, there will be people who sell down there. Don't be one of them. Buy down there. Buy from the people that get scared. You know, buy and use your strength of mind and tenacity of will to buy the coins, hold them for a long time, and watch this thing go all the way up to 20K, to the promised land of 20K, man, because that's where the end of the cycle predictions are, at least for me. So that's Bitcoin Cash, kind of like Compound, just waiting. We're waiting patiently, man. It's going to happen at some point, but I would think within the next month or two we're going to get that breakout, but probably closer to the next month, honestly. But maybe not right now. Maybe not right now. That wouldn't be my expectation. But that's Bitcoin Cash. You were who was it? Mar BV. You were asking for the more immediate term stuff. Immediate term stuff, I would say boring. Probably down. If I really had to guess, in the more immediate term, I'm thinking we're gonna drop another $50 to $60 from here. That's my genuine assumption. But I can be wrong. And by immediate term, I mean by the end of this month. That's kind of my expectation. But if not, we're gonna move sideways, move down a little bit from here, and then pump afterwards. So we're getting ready to pump. We're almost there. And I would be happy. Everybody should be happy if the price drops. It gives you an opportunity to buy more. I definitely would like to buy more, but I'm not going to do it up here. Anyways, and that's okay because I've got my bag set, man. I'm okay with sitting on what I have. But let's move on to Solana. BCH, Solana is what we're going to finish it up with. I think I started it by saying, man, I was all over the place because I said comp, but I had the BCH chart pulled up. I think I then said Solana and BCH, but I did BCH second because I had the chart pulled up first. So I'm all over the place. But Solana here, man. The chosen one. No, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. What a positive reaction you had off of this, man. I really actually want to see, because I've been meaning to do this. I meant to do it in my last video, but I didn't. I want to see if you like measure the measure move here. You broke through your measure move, man. Close enough, but you broke through it. Yeah, you're still above it even. Beautiful. Ascending triangle here, breakout, beautiful reaction. Looking like you're bouncing off your overbought zone, but you are up 9.3%. I bet you close green this week, but all in all, lower highs, you're descending in structure. I bet you pull down lower. I know I've got a few of you out there who think I'm nuts, man. I'm crazy for saying prices could go all the way back down below $50. It's possible. It's absolutely possible. I very, very much doubt that we see the 618, but from bottom to top, relatively speaking, that's where your 382 is. And you don't have to go there. That's where it is. We don't have to go there. In fact, the more like relative low that we have right here on this move that sent you up, the 382 is at $60. But I would expect you at least go below $60. That is an expectation right now. Absolutely, you could see prices below $40 even. I personally am not expecting that, but don't think that Solana is impervious to this. It absolutely can do that. You know, let's actually look at this on the USDT chart real quick. Volume has been dying off since this candle here, which is all the way back below $60. So again, adding more of an idea that price will go below $60. You were overbought for a little while. Things don't move up in straight lines, man. They just don't. Or if they do, they tend to have massive pullbacks. But hey, look at this. You held your 236 this time. So again, you don't have to go to your 382. You don't have to. Doing that same kind of maneuver here, that 236 would be at $65 there. So maybe you do hold just above $65, but personally I'm kind of thinking that, you know, relatively speaking on this fib, it would make sense to go a little bit below $60 with the absolute possibility to go below $50, even below $40. But I would look more at that $60 range to $50 range. Let's see how you do with that. That's Solana. That's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content. I very much do believe Solana wants to go down, yeah. It's kind of like Bitcoin right now, right? I mean, obviously they're different charts. They look different. This is more bullish in my opinion. But they both kind of have this look, right? Like that's Solana. If we go to BTC USD here, you know, you've got this. It's clearly not the exact same, but more or less, right? Something similar, right? I think a lot of people are holding on to the hopes that this line is going to hold, and maybe it does. But you know what the difference is right now compared to this? Like look at the somewhat established downtrend you have. Look at the downtrend in volume that you have right here, you know. Like yes, volume was dying off here, but you didn't have this established downtrend. You had stronger readings in your RSI. You're getting weaker readings in your RSI now. Which yes, lower lows while having higher lows is hidden bullish divergence, but that's not what this is, man. All this lines up. This is bearish convergence. You've got lower lows with your lower lows. It's not. Don't get confused. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Absolutely, I think there's a lot of people who are holding a lot of faith on this line, and I think it's going to be broken. And then once this line's broken, you'll probably get a quick little dump. Then you'll start to like fizzle out, and then you'll move up again, whatever, something like that. But same thing probably with Bitcoin. But lower is what I'm thinking basically for all of these coins. From their current price, I'm sure that if you'd like to buy, you can probably buy at prices that are even lower than where they're at now. The one that stands to gain or stands to lose the most percentage-wise, in my opinion, would be Solana. And that makes sense. Why? Because Solana has gained the most in the shortest amount of time. You get that. You know, you go up, you come down, it's healthy. It's very healthy. You've got people who bought, you know, back here in December who are still up handsomely even after this drop. If you go down below that, and now they're not in profits after being in profits all this time. You might have some people in here who are weak hands that, you know, they sell their paper hands, sell into the diamond hands, and then boom, that's good. That's good for the overall price structure. I would kind of expect that you hold this zone, but again, absolutely you could go below that. Absolutely you could. This is kind of my expectation between that $50 to $60 range. So anyways, hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you all for coming. I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye, ta-ta, adios.